Welcome, friends of the Cheeseburger Court. We have returned to the lands of Enshrouded. I, your king, Sir Hamburger Cheese, will take you on an adventure today. Welcome back. We're going back into Enshrouded today for a little bit. We're going to check out some build updates, some major updates since the last time I had y'all in my server. And let me just say, we got some updates. I now have a fish tank. And I think it's very important for everyone to understand how important that is to me. I really like fish tanks. I think they're cool. And I think that anyone who's able to properly maintain one should definitely have one. They're a lot of work, but they're very cool. So without further ado, let us go bid adieu. Not to you, but to me, to my wake state. So let's go sleep. Let's get some daytime going. And then you can see the fish tank and the glory of the night after the day. Okay, a couple things I want to do here first. I want to get some more building materials to finish the fish tank. I'm also, whoops, can actually do this a little bit here. Let me boost that up just a tad. Whoops, did not mean to do that. An accidental consumption of a potion. Okay, I want some bronze block. And I think I'm going to make it very... I'm going to make some very cool decisions with this bronze block. But we'll see. There's no gold block, is there? It's a shame. Okay, I got my light up blocks. I got a whole host of blocks on me. So let's go. This is a small little update here to the courtyard area. This is where you've got yourself the future beginnings of a market. Market on the map right now, because this is the future section for the market. Mark it down. If I could put a custom marker right here, I'd mark it as market. So. That is what I would do. Alright, without further ado, let us go to the Cheeseburger Court, and I'm going to show you some pretty big updates. The last time I streamed was maybe about a week ago. I streamed the beginnings of an underwater passage to get water from my fountain out an aqueduct in order to fill the future fish tank. I'm sad to say that I've, for your sake, I've done a lot of that work off stream. But the work is done, so you get to see the fruits of my labor. Let's see here. Okay, best way to show you this, we're going to go down here. So the fountain resides in the top courtyard here. Sort of at the center of the main keep area. Comes out of that statue. You can sort of see it at the top there. Trying my best to show this build off while holding a my secret weapon. Hold an altar to give yourself a zoomed out view and to show around your build. Okay. So with that in mind, we got multiple levels here. It's kind of like a Kramer situation, levels, except I actually built my levels. We go down here. This takes us underground in the castle here. Sort of an underground, kind of an under castle more like, because the ground is here. This is just on the sides of a cliff. But it's under the castle, as you can see. Still working on this. This is what we did last stream. The water tunnel coming from that fountain, from the bottom of the fountain here. As you can see, there's a great little grate here. It's really great. It worked out great. And then it flows the water down this passageway. This just crushes my FPS, splashing in that water. Yeah, the water splashes. They can do without that. And then the water comes through here and ends in this sort of little catchment basin here. We've got a raised drain in order to retain a reserve of water here within the castle. Anyone who knows anything about castles knows that water reserves, very important to have many of them in case you get sieged. So our water reserves are intact. Now you might be asking, well, what are you doing with that water? Great question. It comes out of a drain from that section, which you can see just in here, under this walkway. Let's get up on this pillar so we don't get any issues with blocked field of view here. Comes through there. You can just sort of see the water up in that top left window. There's a... yeah, there we go. We got a little flame showing through there. You can see the water coming through that window. Comes out through a tunnel underneath here. Pops out underneath this walkway. And then into, under this walkway, into... da-da-da-da... the first leg of the aqueduct, exposed from the outside of the castle. So I'm going to let that sink in. This was a lot of work, a lot of frustration, a lot of fall deaths. I've chronicled many of those fall deaths, recorded them for friends of the Cheeseburger Court. Let me tell you, they're there. So, our waterway continues this way. As you can see, a handy little walkway along here, which does connect over this cute little bridge to the palisades of the castle. Right now, the walkway and aqueduct end at this big tower here. Eventually, I'll be punching a hole through here to provide water to the inside of this tower. And I've got a whole host of ideas for how fun that's going to be. So, really excited for that. Stay tuned and stick around for that kind of stuff. Not going to happen today, but certainly a future plan. Love the way the water looks in this aqueduct as I'm walking by it here. Okay, so the water continues here and then continues the aqueduct. The staircase goes down to the right. Let me just say, the reason we do that is we've got a little bit of... whoa! Oh! I ruined the surprise! Take two, take two. Let's try that again. Okay, we're going to go here. Alright, let's try that again. The aqueduct ends in a waterfall situation here. So that's what's going on there. The waterfall goes down into a great reservoir. This is the great reservoir of the castle. And we're going to walk down there in a minute. You can see the fish tank off to the right there. So let us continue our walk down the stairs. And of course, because this is enshrouded, we can't take chances. Whoa! I just slide right down that railing when I hit it. That's awesome. We can't take chances with water making it all the way out here. It does make it all the way out here, but I did add a spout here just to make sure I don't have to deal with dead waterfalls. So let's try this out. Apparently, I can just slide down this. That is so much. I'm not even walking right now. It just slides automatically. That's fun. Okay, here's the staircase here. It goes funnily enough, not funny, but it is fun. It goes behind the waterfall. Nice little views, dank views there. Down to this level here of staircase. This is the great reservoir. It is very deep. As you can see, it holds a great lot of water. So, deep reserves here. This castle could be under siege for years and not run out. Rainfall alone would replenish this. And let me just show you the depths of how deep this deeps. Look at all this water reserve here. This is insane. That's 8 seconds to swim to the bottom. Look at all this water. This is quite the reservoir. So we ain't running out of water anytime soon. Also because of the fact that water just miraculously sprouts out of a thing I can construct very cheaply. So, yeah. Now you're going to see here the aqueduct splits now. We have an aqueduct to the left, and we'll get to that shortly. We have an aqueduct to the right. Granted, this is a short one, but let's take a look at this short one. That's what... Never mind. Let's continue down the stairs here. The tour continues to the Royal Fish Tank. Alright. And I'm going to go into first person view here and show you what this fish tank looks like. I can go right up to it here, and I'm just past the doorway entrance for these water doors, but I'm not yet underwater, so I can just look here. So I have stocked it with fish. Unfortunately, they seem to only swim near the top. Hopefully mods can hear that commentary from someone, I'm sure, and I'm not the only one, and maybe ask for fish to swim deeper, because my fish tank is quite deep, as you can see. Let's take a tour around the fish tank. There's a grand fish tank down where the tower used to be that I spent an entire stream destructing. I kept the footprint, which is the round shape. I added a little bit more support. I'm still working on this. I'm not thrilled with how this looks just yet. The deck area here and these arches supporting it. I think this is the final form. It used to be a solid block across here, a square, but I chopped out this middle part because it just felt a little bit too ridiculous. The fish tank is 3 sections deep, so it's very deep, as you can see. And let me just show you again inside this door here. Again, if you go just past the door frame, you are not underwater, so you can still breathe, but you get the better visibility through the water. So yeah, this is the fish tank here. I guess this doesn't really make sense, but you can see I built a little island. I might as well just swim in there and show you around. So it is basically a straight up feature with lots of underwater mud and fertile land and underwater, or the glowing soil. I forget what it's called. There's access at all 4 points here. As you can see, I'm drowning already. This lets me off on a different level, which is kind of cool. Give you a look at these levels here. It's just sort of a pathway that covers up part of the bottom floor here. And it's really is not much here. It's just blank here. There's no interior on this side. The staircase splits here, as you can see. And then underneath it is just sort of a hallway. And then there's a little room in here that I used to hide a chest and a crafting table. Not sure if I'll do anything else with that, but for now that's just that little alcove. And then down here is the continued aqueduct for the supply to the fish tank, as you can see. I can go up to this level here. And again, go into the fish tank. Doesn't let you zoom in your view underwater for some reason. Maybe because I have the wrong tool. No, it doesn't. Weird. Oh, there we go. Now it does. Okay, so here are my fishies. As you can see, I have quite a few. Not all of them, but I'm getting there. Why don't we just equip this bad boy? There we go. Just barely sticks out of the water here, so just a tiny little tidbit exposed. And if I dive down here, again, you'll see it's just this vertical spire with... I even planted some seaweed here. They don't seem to grow, I think, because they're not exposed to the air. So they're just perpetually in that harvestable or replottable state. But what's cool is if I go here, and this is not really visible from any of the port windows, there's a little cave in here. And the cave leads to an underwater cave, which has an exit. And this is going to be a future tunnel to the castle. Going to connect it somewhere, I'm not sure where. Still figuring that out. But yeah, sort of a little escape hatch. I like my secret escape hatches. And this will be one where I can escape out or from my fish tank if I need to. I'm really happy with how this tunnel worked out. Like I said, when you go out to these other portals here, these other windows, you can't really see the entrance of that cave from these window views. You can sort of tell there's maybe a little indent there, but go to this one, for example. You can maybe tell there might be a cave, but it's really hard to tell. So, really like how that worked out. Alrighty then, let us continue the tour of the new constructions. So, as we saw earlier, this is the water reservoir for the castle, which supplies water for the fish tank. And now as well has an aqueduct going off to the left here, with a walkway underneath the aqueduct. Very happy with how this turned out as well. Walkway under the aqueduct just follows the sort of base construction here. Gives it an attachment point to the wall. And then this is where I've got a mill started. So the water goes up to this building. These large stone supports here, which suspend 2 mill wheels. Because we're industrial. We're industrial here. Got access to the mill wheels if you need to. A little walkway under here. Give you a view of what this looks like here. Oops. The aqueduct, feeds right into underneath the building there, underneath the foundation of the building. Gotta be careful not to block my line of sight here. And we'll get back to where that goes in a minute. So if we continue here under this side, we can see the water just drains into a reservoir underneath, and there's just a drain in that reservoir. So there's no water storage in this section here. There's sort of a terminal so far for the water, which gets split into 2 and powers 2 water wheels. Just for aesthetic purposes in my industrial scale castle. Alright, the mill house is accessed from this ladder here. There's not much in there yet. Anything at all, actually. In fact, I think I still have the millstones, to build the mills that I need to populate in here. This first floor is going to be where the mills are, and then there's also a little access portal here, or access hatch to the aqueduct. So, easy escape if you need to duck out the aqueduct. I might put a door here. I'm not sure which one, but I think that's what's going to happen. And then the second floor will just be probably living space for the mill operator. And what's cool about this is that there's a little ground level patio here, accessible from the second floor of the mill, next to the castle wall. And of course, because I'm me, I have a little secret door here, which will also lead in a tunnel, into a tunnel, which will eventually take you into the castle somewhere. So still working that out. But boy, do I love the secret doors in this game. Valheim, I think, could learn a thing or two. I know there's mods for those, I think. But geez Louise. So good. And of course, we've got a zip line here if we need to. I'm just here for the zip line. And your face looks like a clock. So, just kidding. I don't know what your face looks like. Let's get another view of the mill house here in the rain, in a dreary, rainy day. Oh yeah, beautiful. Just gorgeous. Next to the big castle. Okay, today's project is I want to continue the castle walkway here down the side of this mountain. And possibly around the corner to where you can just see that bit of castle on the left there. That is the entry point and stairwell at the base of the other end of my castle. I think what I want to do is, you can see my build area right now is doesn't cover much. And I kind of want to cut through, and I think I'm going to have to cut through the edge of that mountain there. And that might look really cool to have a little tunnel in there. Just on the edge. So let's start to map that out. Let's see what I've got for materials here. Okay, definitely going to need more regular stone block. So let's go get some stone block from the mine. Get some stone, rather, from the mine. And we will start to map out how we can build this pathway. Nice little views of the castle here. As we fly down to the stone mine. Let's keep the shroud creatures out. Thank you very much. The stone mine be right up here. Need a better walkway to that. Diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy hole. I'm not a dwarf, but I do diggy, diggy hole. Sometimes. For what it's worth. Alright, 150 stone, I think that's pretty good. I'm an idiot, because I don't have this equipped, so let's get a little bit more with the buff. Why not? We're already down here. Okay. I think that's a good amount. Let's go back up to the keep and start to map out that walkway. I can't decide if I want it to be a narrow walkway or a wide walkway. I think it's got to be narrow. And what I mean by walkway is I want to continue the walkway from the edge of that drainage area to this walkway here, which as you can see serves as a landing platform and gatehouse right to the edge of my building abilities here for when you fly in from that spire, because you can, with a boost, you can fly from that spire with a boost in the best glider. You can fly from that spire to this landing pad here. And the more I think of it, I might make lower ones as well for people who can't make the distance. I don't know how low I can go, how much lower. But I might be able to make that work, actually. I'll actually map that out now. It might be better to start from this end for the construction of this next phase, so to speak. So I guess I would need a stairwell up to here is what I would need. Yeah. Oh well, might as well. Make a stairwell. Well. Let's see. Perhaps something like this. And let's try that. And let's try this. And let's try that. And this. And that. Oh yeah, we're getting real low. Forgot to build my stone blocks, but I've got the stone for when I'm ready to do it. I'm going to turn this around now. Turn around every now and then. Okay. A couple more stairs down to here. I want it as low as possible so that some of my friends with lesser gliders can still arrive from the spire. If they should aspire to. Of course. Okie doke. Let's try this. Gotta carve this out a little bit here. Right. Hello! I think you know the command for saying hello in this chat. Thank you very much. So I'd like you to try again, but I do appreciate the hello. The stairs are going to take me. Yes. Bask in the purrs of a kitty cat. The stairs are going to take me to a lower landing point for people who want to arrive to the castle from that spire, but may not have the best gliders or the boost feature ability for gliding. So I'm making it more accessible, because accessibility is the name of my game, and the name of me is Sir Hamburger Cheese. So let's try and dig some rock out here. Diggy diggy hole. I really should chisel it out to get the resources, but I'm too impatient, so I'm just going to do this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, stone. Nice knowing ya. Oh, how are you this evening, cruel Patty? I trust you are well. Are your plants still alive? No offense. Uh-oh! This is going to be a problem. I guess I could just leave that there. It looks like it's letting me dismantle, so maybe we are fudging the lines a bit of my build regime. Oops. Okay. I think this is a good place to get started on the lower platform. So let's rock and roll with that. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to do one of those like that. One of these like this. I might do one more. This is where the artist must sculpt. Natural. Frick. Frick. Triggered. Getting triggered by my inability to reach that. There we go. Success at last. Just trying to make this rock formation look a little bit more natural. Frick. Didn't want to do that. Thank goodness for undo. Thank you, undo. And undo you. Oh, good. You talk to your plants. Excellent. Yeah, they do respond to vibrations of the voice, and they like your exhaled CO2. So they're very happy with you for that. It's getting a little warm in here. I have to tie up my hair. Shit's like a scarf. Oh, the dichotomy of, or decision making of deciding, do I want to aggravate my headache by tying up my hair, or do I want to be too hot? This is the question. They love you. It is science, isn't it? Pure science of chemical emotion and desire. And wants and needs. Yeah, love is a hell of a drug. Uh-oh. I guess I could do a little lip like that. I can make that work. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Snap. Snap to it. Alright, so do we have enough support here? Does this look... Oh, we're gonna have to fix that. Okay. Unacceptable. Unacceptable here. I need to go to first person and get surgical here. I have to continue this pillar into the bedrock because a true foundation goes deep into the ground to provide proper... Oh, frick. Let's quite the fall down there. Let us not fall to our deaths. Let us not die to death. Oh. No, science reveals the magic of love and how incredible it is. What an incredible thing. Thank you, science, for helping us understand some of how it works. Of course, there's a lot of unknowns still. But brain chemistry? Oh my goodness, fascinating. Fascinating! Not just humans either. Whole animal kingdom. It's pretty amazing. Alright. There we go. A couple of pillars. I'll do that too, I think, and I'll even do this. Frick it. What the frick? Why the frick not? Throwing caution to the wind with symmetry here. Sometimes you just got to get your freak on. Okay, I gotta get rid of that tree. I can't! I can't get rid of that tree because it's outside of my build area. Frick! I'm gonna try it. And we'll see if it comes back. Can I do this without dying? Easy now, cheese. Focus. Goodbye, tree. I wish to rid you of this place. Okay, needs lighting. Gotta get lit. Let's get lit! Yeah, you're damn right. Sometimes the government needs to chop down trees, okay? A good arborist will tell them. Tree gets disease, starts to die, and poses a risk to public safety. It's gotta come down. Although it depends where you live, I guess. The city I live in takes cutting down trees very seriously. In fact, the city I grew up in, if they wanted to put a sidewalk down, they would cut trees down. This city moves the sidewalk around the tree. I've never seen that before. It's pretty awesome. I love it. And it leads to some interesting sidewalks. So, there's a little bit of information for you today. A little bit of a learning lesson. One of those lessons where you can really learn something. Learnful. Okay, let's get another light here, because I like to light it up. Speaking of lighting up, might be time to spark up again. Let's get that in there. Bingo. I'm triggered by that being covered up. It can't be. Why would a lamp be halfway into the stone like that? We gotta get rid of that. So let's chop it out. Brick. Okay, that's okay. We can rebuild. We will rebuild. There, I think that's a good... Yeah, that's good. Okay. This has to go. I'll do that. And I think I'll even do this. Nope. I won't. Okay, gonna need railings, gonna need supports here. Let's take a look how this is looking. Okay, much better, much better. So let's go here. Let's pretend that we're a player who's not very far yet in the game and doesn't have a top level glider. Now, because I'm amazing and I have a perfect best level, top level glider already, I can't really simulate this. So let's just try jumping from here. I won't use the boost. I did use a double jump there on accident. Can I make it without the boost with a top level glider to the lower landing position? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Looks like I gotta put something right here. Holy shit. Okay. Wow, interesting. Another level. And another tree needing chopping down. Alright, the city has decided that tree has to go. We're cutting it. It's not even getting a second chance. This is its first chance and it's gone. No, here they're fine if you want to cut a tree, but it's okay if they are the ones doing the chopping. Right, I see. Same thing here. You can't chop trees down in your own yard, I learned, within the city I live in. But it is important to maintain trees in a city. And you talk to any arborist and they'll agree that it's probably for the better. I believe in the notion of applying for permits or fighting in court to cut down a tree for a legitimate reason. But here, people cut down trees just for a better view. And that's pretty self-serving if you ask me. I don't know if I love that. So you can do that when you buy land, not from a city, incorporated city. So I think that still having the freedom to do that where I live is fine. But there should be limits in a city. Absolutely. Especially when you live in a city that's a rainforest, because flooding and landslides is a real problem here. And deforestation is already a problem. Okay. Let's check this out now. In the light of the day. In light of it being day, I'm going to just go straight there. Oh, my puns are just unmatchable. Unmatchable. Okay, perfect. This is actually really good. This gives me a lot of space to work with. Goodbye, tree. Try not to fall. I think, therefore I am. And I also think that I'm just going to do the platform to here. Like so. Right down at the bottom here. Even though I landed higher, I just want to give a little margin for error there. Oh, so that's the limit there. That's the limit there. Oh no, I just don't have enough blocks. Okay. We can fix that. I'm getting blocked by block count. Okay. Let's get some more blocks built here. I require stone blocks. Regular stone blocks. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna hit shift. Just gonna individually slap that space bar until she cracks. The old spacebar spanking. That's how we're getting these blocks built. We're not bulk building anything. No way. Goodbye stone, goodbye stone. Perfect. Whoops. Unintended consequences of my actions. Let's do this. Sure. I need you to go further. And yet you won't. I'm triggered. Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to go far enough to do a proper support to the ground. Oh frick, what a frickin' disaster. Oh, that's frickin' terrible. Oh, that's disappointing. Really disappointing. Can I try and fake it with something like this? This is awful. This is awful. It's not a proper foundation. Oh, wait. Perhaps I could do this. With a little spot of stone here. Can I? Should I? Will I? There we go. That gives me a little bit more of a foundational base. More believable support. It would have been built for this. That's a real chunk of dead weight that doesn't need to exist there. So let's delete this. I'll do that. I wish my puns were good enough to be ones that an uncle would tell. They're certainly... Maybe someone's dead uncle, I don't know. Uber from the Spire? No, there's no Uber in this land. Uber is banished in the Cheeseburger Court. They are an evil company with evil practices. They do not have a business license in this kingdom. Alright, let's go up here. They're incredibly inconvenient, though. I'll tell you that. Uber. Holy. Before I got rid of my Uber Eats account, I was snacking on delivery food every frickin' week. That was a sweet time. Okay, this is not going to work the way I want it to, and I'm very disappointed. What's the best I can get away with here? Maybe this? Ugh. Ugly. Maybe I can go this way. Not really thrilled with that. This? Throw one of these in for good measure. Why the frick? No, that's no good. Can't do that. Okay, I'll just do one of these. Perhaps I should use timber here. I should shiver me timbers. There we go. I'll just complete that here. Okay, good enough for now. Alright, so we now have a second landing point for the lesser gliders. Yeah, that works for me. Let's clean this up a little bit. Sure, there you go. I'm gonna need a staircase to here. This needs to be done strategically as well. Whoa, frick. Because I can't cover the landing pad area. So it's just gonna have to be something like this. Ooh, not really happy with where this is going. Oh, right. I was gonna do something like this, actually. Actually... Now we're cooking. Yeah. This is the right choice. Abso-fruitly. Just carve this out. Delete some mountain. Mountain deletion is the name of my game. I'm an expert. Oops, wrong button. Real smart. I am so smart. The smartest YouTube video gamer, Twitch streamer, pro gamer there ever was. Okay, let's diggy hole this out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this is a problem. I don't remember if there's a way to repair. Eric repair? He's a famous chef. What do I do with this shit? Yeah, it better not be too high. I have a good feeling about it. Clearly, I may be a little biased with my assumptions. There's got to be a way to do, like, repairing, right? Like, am I crazy? Is it not possible? I don't think so. It's frickin' annoying. Okay, well, I can just be old, crumbling infrastructure. That's all. That's fine. Okay, a little bit of supportage here. Can't have an unsupported staircase. That makes no sense. Let's go with a full... Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of extra here. Sneak that in there. And we'll do this. And why not? Why not? Let's just throw one in right here, just to be crazy. Let's just get a little crazy and throw one of these in here too. That's exciting. Oh, look at that. It extends my staircase. Okay. I'll take that. I'm happy with that idea. Might even do this. Why not? Oh, frick yeah. Alright, let's test it. We are about to find out. Okie dokie. Castle is this way. Single jump. Oh, I let myself fall a little bit there, so I feel like that's the height of a single jump. See if we make it. Come on, baby. Oh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. That's what... Never mind. We did it! Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Oh, I cut off again. Oh. It jammed a little bit for me. I think my OBS is struggling today. You know, I brought up my cue to press the button, but I knew you'd have my back. Thank you very much, Cruel Patchy. You got me. Alright, this is a monumental task. I have to decide how I want to support that staircase. Do I do solid stone like I did over there? Or do I do piers and pillars? I think it's got to be solid. That'd be the most dramatic effect. Problem is that it goes over my lights here. So I guess I could have cutouts for those. I wonder. Perhaps a little connection here. And a little one like this. I should be using snapping, shouldn't I? Up, up, and away we go to the top of the castle. Nobody knows. There we go. We're gonna have to build some access. Get some scaffolding up. Oh, yeah. We're rocking. We're rolling. Ooh, ooh. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, there it is. Whoop. There it is. Ooh. Boom, baby. Beautiful. All right. Now, how do I want to handle this? I think I want to go a little... I want to try something. Just to try. Where do you want me in terms of... Okay. This is not going to work the way that I wanted to, is it? And therefore, quite disappointed. Is that how? Whoops. Whoops. Okay, there we go. This is here. This here. This here. Where's the next one supposed to be? Here? I think. Yeah. So then in theory I do one of these. And one of those. And then if I continue this here and here. And so on and so forth. How are we looking with that? Oh, please. There we go. Oh, quite dreadful. That is ugly. No, I don't think that's going to work. So we shall delete it. Not that I really need to, because I'm just going to cover this with regular... Just going to make it solid. Frick it. Why the frick not? Cool, cool. Oh, that's a problem. We shall address it later. This is just begging for a tunnel entrance here. A mission for another day. I gotta support this staircase. It's important to support your community and your builds. There we go. This, I think I can get away with a little bit of creative cheating. I can afford one support here. I think it's far enough back that you still have a bit of a landing pad. Okay. I think this will do just fine. Whoops, a little fix up there. Okay, we'll just do this and this, and I'll do, whoops, one of these and one of those. Okay. I like where this is going. And in fact, This gives me a location from which to spawn that second staircase. Continue our support structure here. There we go. Pillar to the bottom. It's gotta be. Can't have it any other way. What I'm going to do here is do a little bit of this. Pop some of these in. On every second step, maybe? It's going to get increasingly more difficult as it goes higher to see where it is going. And I've run out of stone. Wonderful. Oops. Alright, time to build some more blocks. These are the building blocks of our construction. And there we go. We did a shift slap just to be efficient. We've got work to do. Oof. A little dicey there. Something like this and something like that. Maybe a little something something like this and a little something something like that and this. Maybe a little something something like that. Sure. Let's get a little... Let's exercise some restraint there. I think that's good enough for now. Alright, I needed to put one more thing here. There we go. Better. Alright, how are we going to do this part? This is going to get tough. How far out can I go this way? Pretty far out. That is far out. Holy frick. Can I go all the way? Okay, so I gotta get up there. I'm quite wealthy in building blocks, oh yes. The king is rich beyond your wildest dreams in building blocks. You should see how much granite I've got. Got granite up the yin-yang. Up the wazoo. I got so much granite my eyes are popping out of their sockets. Hey. Okay, should I do... Oof. This is so tricky. I want this to be a bit of a precarious walkway. I might not put railings on it. Fuck health and safety. We're going rogue. Want us to carve into the mountain a little bit? Yeah, I like that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool. Très cool. Now I've got to go up. So I'm going to continue the stairs to this edge here, or the walkway. Like this, maybe? Maybe one more. It's not gonna work. Frick! It's getting real tight. We'll just have to carve through this a little bit. Alrighty, let's try and continue this walkway a little bit. Why don't we do something like this for funsies? Am I gonna have enough time to reach the level needed? Ooh, it's gonna be tight. Oh, my frickin' stairs getting chopped up. It's so disappointing. Just to rebuild them. At least I'm getting more materials. It's the right way to do this now. Okay. I need to take a quick little... Actually, I'm just going to do this. I need to get my balm on because my muscle is hurting. BRB for 2 seconds. And we're back. My friend Ben told me to put the balm on. So, gotta put this on. Very menthol-y. Just go a little bit under here. Sorry, folks. Momentary pause in our actions here. Ugh, okay. Well, now my hand's all greasy. That's not helpful. So I'm gonna go take care of that. BRB again. All right, we are back, folks. Oh. Whew. All right, we're all mentholed up. That nice balm, hopefully cure my muscle pain. And we can continue the build. Doing long stairs here, just to change it up, make it a little bit more fun. Why not? Till away just the edge of this. Just carve a little bit. Continue the stairs up. trick or the idea is to get to that base of that mill there. Enough milling about. Let's just build. Just gonna do this for preservation of my stairs here without breaking them. Did I do one overlap on all of them? I think I did, yeah. Oh, this is gonna work. This is totally gonna work. I can feel it. Feel it in my fingers. Okay. Let's see here. I think I shall continue this direction. Oh, it's gonna be nighttime. Frickin' great. Great! Oh, this is perfect. It's nice and straight there. Great, that's straight. Oh, that was a close one. Almost full death. Not today. Let us rest our weary heads in bed. Sleep now, Sir Cheese. Let your dreams bring you fresh awakenings to a new dawn and a new day. PPE for building like that. Yeah. Absolutely. A PPE is a parachute. Definitely could use a parachute. Oh, can I stick the landing? I cannot. I cannot again. No! Woo! That was close. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with how fast this is gone so far. So far, suffice to say, if I may, that I should like to put this stair here. Like so. Watch, and then I'm going to do this. And then this. And then that. And then this. Nope. Not going to do that. Nope. Frick. My stairs. Carve away this mountain a little bit. Yeah, it works. That works. I didn't get what I wanted to do, which was cutting a tunnel through this, but I think this makes more sense. They wouldn't do a tunnel through a frickin' thing like that. Oh yeah, a rope system would be awesome. Just like a safety. There's a new climbing video game that just came out called Cairn. And it looks pretty fun. My friend was playing it yesterday and showing me on stream. It's pretty cool. It almost feels like real rock climbing, more than Peak does even. Okay, that's not exactly how I frickin' wanted this to frickin' go. So let's carve away a little bit. Make it a little bit less of an aggressive cut angle. Not curd angle, cut angle. Oh, it's getting a little too aggressive. Not loving that. But what I want to do here is a little something, something like this. Shall do a... No, I won't do that. Nope, that's not what I want to do. I think this is what I want to do. Xanadu. This is what I want to do. Oh, don't even need to go much higher. Ooh, I could go to the top there. Oh, is that what I should do? Or I should continue from here? I think I gotta continue from here. Oh, the vertigo, right. I forgot about the vertigo. I was just going to say you probably just played with people who weren't helping you very much. Yeah, that vertigo has got to be tough for you for sure. I think I remember watching your stream when you killed yourself. So your friends can continue. Oh, that's funny. A noble sacrifice you did make for the good of the people. Is this what I want to do here? Whoops. Woo, it's starting to kick in. Yeah. Oh, good. Relieve me of my aches and pains. Okay, let's do this. Maybe something like that. And this. And this. Oh! Glorious! A most wonderful walkway. Very cool. So far, looking pretty good. Just gotta build support structure for it now. How the frick am I gonna do that? I can't go straight down because I won't be able... Oh, maybe I can actually. Maybe I can. Will this reach the bedrock is my question. Not sure that it will here. Oh, so close. Maybe I can just cheat it and do something like this and say, oh, look, it's a big anchor that they've embedded into the side of the mountain. That's how it supports it. Trigger warning. Let's try this. Oh, just let me put some there, please. Oh, it's gonna bother me. I'm just gonna put another altar here. That looks like shit. What am I doing? What a disgrace. I'm embarrassed by that. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm almost going to fall die. Also. Oh, I can do better. Quite certain that I can. That looks like ass. It blends it in and camouflages it a little bit, though, I guess. Why do I even try to play this game properly? Everything I build is just a failure. Alright, let's buck up, boy, and finish the build. Um... I think I might just recess this in a little bit, like this. That could work. Why not? Down the elevator goes. Oh, for frick's sakes. There we go. Yes! Okay, good. That's what I want. I want it to disappear into the side of the mountain. Beauty. Beautiful. Good. Yes. Are you kidding me? Okay. Lovely. No need to go up to the castle to build more items. Oh, thank you, Patty. You keep me honest. Pachi. You keep me honest. Oops, that's caps lock. I meant to hold shift, because I'm a pro gamer, and I know exactly what buttons to press to rapid build. Alright, we carry on. Excellent. I don't think I need much up there. It's pretty much in the stone already, but why don't we just, for continuity's sake... Ugh, that was unnecessary. Feel stupid now. I should give up. Whoops. Why don't I take off the grid and make this a little bit easier on myself? Let's try this. Okay, the real question will be, can I make this embed into the side of the mountain? It's going to be tight. It's certainly going to be tight, isn't it? Oh, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. Oh, yes. Awesome. I'm so thrilled by that. Less thrilled by that. Let's say goodbye to these. I think I'm going to throw another one of these bad boys in here, maybe? Yeah, why the frick not? It's insane that they would go all the way down to make these pillars like this. I would, but it's what I did, so... Oh, that's frustrating. I am an obsessive, compulsive, must bury that pillar into the mountain person. That's good enough. I think I should continue this pattern. I don't know about this. This is probably overkill. Okay, supports are pretty much in. Why don't I just do another cheeky little one right here, maybe? Oh, that needs to be connected. Okay, let's fix that. Nah, I'll leave that for now. This should all be pretty doable from up here, I would say. Perhaps not. If I go one in, I stand a better chance of burying it sooner. And I think that's what I'm going to do, yeah. Let's do that. I'm just going to do arbitrary separation here, whatever feels right. Sometimes you just got to go with your feelings. No matter how good or bad they feel. Usually good. Usually you want to go for your good feelings, not your bad feelings. Oh yes, feelings. Nothing more than feelings. Okay, should we do this up here? I think we can get away with going a little further. Like right there. And I think in the interest of preserving stone, I'm just going to do this. There we go. Okie dokie. Now I shall do this like that, and this like this. And this here, and this here? Yeah. Oh, you fricker. Okay, you want to do that? That's fine. That's fine. I'll do one last support right here, I think. Oops. Okay, the grand staircase is in, with a very long staircase. I don't know how the hell I'm going to put railings on it. I think I talked about not putting railings on it. And I think that's what I'm going to stick with. I actually realized I definitely need more support here. I'm going to throw one in right here. Go a little further with that. Looks like I can. That's good enough for now, I think. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's take inventory and see how this looks. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, well we'll have an floor slippery when wet sign out. One of those little yellow ones. So everything will be okay. And in order to be initiated and accepted into the Cheeseburger Court, you have to have died from at least one fall death in your life. So it actually provides a venue for those who've not had a fall death to have their fall death if they want to come into the Cheeseburger Court. So that's why we did that. There's always a reason here at the Cheeseburger Court There's there's method to this madness. Oh, and there's madness. Oh, there was no suing here. For I, Sir Hamburger Cheese, and the judge and the jury. Jury of your peers, my ass. Jury of Sir Hamburger Cheese. And the judge. But not the executioner. No. I don't have a jail cell yet. I need a prison in my castle. I need to fix this. Ugly stairs here. Thank you very much. Oh, that's funny. If you undo, it goes back to the broken. Rude. There we go. Cool. Okay, so the castle is accessible from the outside all the way around now. Let's do this long run. Up here, up here. Up here. Just call me Logan. I'm on my run. Up here to the side of the castle. Well, well, well. Up the stairs. To the aqueduct side. Oh, no, wrong way. Well, I guess there's two ways to go now. You can go the highway or the low way. This is the highway. Prison? You haven't been experiencing prison. You lie. My character in your V Rising game is experiencing prison. Oh, you've been expecting it, not experiencing it. Okay, sorry, I misread that. Yeah, I need a prison, I know. It's prison time. I want to do a glide from the top of the castle to survey my new walkway. Of course, it's raining, which is unfortunate. Oh yeah, this castle's coming along, folks. It is coming along. A lot of depth to it now. It's very multi-dimensional. Unlike my ex-girlfriend. Just kidding. Lots of dimension with her. With all of them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been my girlfriends. Okay, cool. So this walkway is looking really nice. I like how it naturally looks like an old staircase, just decrepitly running up the... Whoops! Up the side of the mountain here. Let's do a fly down from the other side. We'll go up the tower this time. Leave the door open like some crazy person. Up and away we go. So many floors in this tower. It's a tall one. It's not yet furnished either. I need to build this out, decide what I'm going to put in here. It's going to be like a condo, I think. This is where the king's royal guests will stay. Not with the riffraff. Their own private accommodations. Only other royalty, really. Okay, let's go for flyby from the other side. Let's get out a little bit. Of course, draw distance is shit in this game, so we can't really see it from this far. But I think that looks pretty cool. Awesome. I like how it's kind of carved into the side of the mountain. Whoop. Come on, cheese. Not today. Not today, Fall Death. I think these railings made it now impossible for me to get out of here. Oh no! Is there any way? Or if there isn't. Well, gotta go this way then. No, I can't get up here either. I am stuck. Oh yeah, there it is. Woo! Pro glider. Get on my level. Get on my gliding level. So now I can walk all the way around here. I can come this way. I can walk out here. And go down the dangerous staircase. If there's like a compilation YouTube video of like world's most dangerous staircases, this is probably in that list. I mean, look at that. Look at that. No railings. It's crazy. I think what I need to do now, or next, is to just make it thicker. That's what she's... Okay. Let's not go there. But to add a little bit more detail, like... perhaps... an extra layer here. All the way along. I don't think it can be that color. Maybe this? That's too low. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it just needs to be thicker. The floor looks too thin. So I'll thicken it out with a different... I'm going to use a different stone, actually. You love my jokes. Be honest. There's so much substance to my jokes, that's the thing. They're so deep. Oh, yes. I might even make it easy on myself and just do this instead of doing like the single. I just totally double it up. In fact, I think that's what I'm... Whoa. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I must unfortunately end my stream here today. But I'm very happy with the progress I've made. I'm proud of myself. Tap myself on the back. Pat myself on the back, actually. That's what I meant to say. That didn't work. Whoa! You almost got that fall death there. That was close. Very close. Let's see, can I fly back up from here? Looks like I can. Alright, well, that will be a good place to end the stream for today, folks. Thank you to everyone who showed up and joined in the chat. We are going to end this stream for today. Oh, I'm afraid it's not too early for some people. Somewhere in the world, it's very late. So... just in time, there's a little prompt for my YouTube channel. Take a look at my YouTube channel if you're watching. This stream will be recorded and uploaded there, along with some previous streams that I've done have been uploaded there as well, and some of my fun shorts. For now, we shall raid into another kingdom, and the Cheeseburger Court thanks you for joining us once again. Farewell to the Cheeseburger Court until next time. Ride together.
So having the Cheeseburger Court envoy. Ride. Ride. The Cheeseburger Court never misses flying shots.
Sacrifice
capitalize on lies. Go to the cheeseburger court.